ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for your patience. We were having a few technical difficulties with the nifty and wonderful streaming software. Those of you that are familiar with streaming or have ever had to figure this out probably know what we're talking about. But we're back. It's been 2 weeks, and it doesn't feel like it's been very long. It's kind of nice. I guess that means that I like the stream. So I'm Josh Wallace. I am the storyteller for this. This is Vice City, Gateway to Sin. It's a live play of Vampire the Requiem from Onyx Path Games. And this is our second session. So we've got, let's go ahead and go around the room. We'll introduce the characters real quick. Then we've got a little bit of business to take care of before the game starts. And then we'll get going. So let's start with Rusty. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself, introduce your character. Where can we find you on social media, etc.?
Hi, I'm Rusty. I'm playing Victor Rockwell. He is a disgraced former animator, now turned Invictus Gangrel. And I don't really have a whole lot of social media to work with. So
now, wait a minute. You're on Angel Citadel.
You're right. I
am on the Angel Citadel. You can come find us on Discord.
Yep, I am on the Angel Citadel Discord. My username, it's just Rusty the Robot, underscores between each word.
So in the chat, I just dropped the link to our link tree. You can find our Discord there. Come chat with all the rest of us and the cast, including Rusty, the anti-social media guy. Which is kind of, it's kind of funny because we have an anti-social media guy, and then one of our characters is very, 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 very social media. So
I'm not anti-social media. I just don't have a lot of social media.
I love teasing you, though.
Oh, I know.
Jeff.
Hi. Hi, I'm
Hey,
Jeff.
there he is.
Yep, right here. I've been here the whole time. So my name is Jeff. I am Jeffrey Boring on Discord, and I will be playing Sage Thorn, your friendly neighborhood college dropout that really into their socialist politics and spooky tarot readings. So buckle up.
We're gonna get into that in just a little bit. Caro, let's do you next.
Hi, I'm Caro. You can find me on Twitter at @Sinomari_. I'm also going to be in the Twitch chat as Sinomari. I will be playing Charlotte Delacour, a social media influencer and Capricorn and Scorpio icon.
I love it. That's fantastic.
Oh, I forgot to mention that I'll be in the Twitch chat also as Rusty T Robot. So
very, very cool. Come talk to us. We'd love to talk. We'd love to chat with you.
Yeah.
Last but not least, Joanne.
I'm Joanne Wallace, the other half of Angel Citadel, the cuter half.
Much, much cuter.
And I will be playing Kimberly McKnight, a rock star, dreaming of being a rock star.
Hey, but you got to have the attitude first, right? Isn't that the way this goes? All right. So business that we need to take care of first. We are going to have to retcon just a little bit of Kimberly's character. Hey, Quartz, good to see you. So I'll let Joanne explain what we're doing with and why and the idea that we have for her. But it's not going to change really anything that's happened. It's going to shape what would have happened in the future, and I'm going to have to shift that a little bit. So I'll let her talk to that.
All the time. I don't know if anybody can hear me, but if you can, the big thing is that originally Kimberly was going to be part of the Lancea Sanctum, or also known as the Black Church. But after 2 weeks of contemplating, studying, and reading up on it, Josh and I had a discussion that she's not going to be part of any order to start with, simply because the method of her changing caused her to be pretty much out of touch with everybody, except for her prince and the sheriff. And so now she's been introduced, a debutante, and will be exploring and checking out each of the different orders, deciding through the course of the game where she wants to go, or if she wants to go.
So I thought that might make a little bit of a more interesting story, and present some interesting narrative options. So we're gonna go that way and see what happens. So yes, as recap, we had a fairly eventful party at Elysium the last time, during which Victor got himself embarrassed thoroughly by Caro and Sage, Charlotte and Sage, I should say. But he managed to land himself a really nice suit in the process. So, I mean, I suppose it all works out. We went and we had a meeting with the prince, and the prince presented a task for the four of you, to go and investigate some missing persons that are not vampires, which is somewhat interesting in and of itself. Sage had some choice words for the prince, which was fun. And so we're going to start there. Sage, you mentioned to me that you're into tarot reading and very, very much new age fortune telling and things like that. One of the things that I've found is that most of the time, those that are into that sort of thing have a very distinctive tarot deck or aesthetic that they like, that calls to them, right? Would you describe for me what Sage's tarot deck looks like?
So Sage has been into tarot since they were about 12 and has spent money on so many different kinds of decks, and they have designed cards of their own, hand painted. They have picked cards out of probably 10 or 11 different decks that are their favorites, as well as added their own hand painted cards into the deck. And so their deck is a mishmash of just so many different styles of cards, and then occasionally will steal a card from a deck they like that someone else is using. So their deck is just wildly chaotic. The only thing that's uniform about it is the size of the cards, because tarot cards are generally pretty standardized in there.
And it follows the standard Rider White suits and everything?
Yeah, most of them.
Okay. So after you all separate from the party that night and you head home to sleep for the evening, I'm assuming you're still sleeping at above
Raphael's.
at Raphael's, yeah.
Yes. Yes, I am.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure Raphael gave me the stink eye. Hasn't spoken to me all evening, but because I probably embarrassed him in front of the prince.
So actually, he doesn't know about it yet. That was kept very, very private. The only people that know about that are in, or as you understand it, the only people that would know about it were in the room. So you go to sleep. And when you wake up the following morning, you open your eye, or the following evening, sorry, you open your eyes, blink, kind of look around, and you notice on your nightstand a single tarot card.
Ooh.
It is face up and pointed towards you. It is the One of Swords.
Okay.
And it looks incredibly familiar. You are familiar enough with your own tarot deck that it looks like your One of Swords.
I think I would pick it up and I would use. Could I use Omen Sensitivity?
So tell us what that does.
Once per game session, you can make a Wits plus Occult roll, and that's where my specialization for tarot is in Occult. Every success, ask the storyteller a yes or no question about your character's life, your surroundings, a task at hand, or the world at large. The storyteller must answer these questions truthfully. Drawback, my ability becomes an obsession. Each time I read a portent, I gain the obsessed or spooked condition.
Okay. Yeah, sure, you can do that.
Okay.
That's going to be a contested roll, though.
Where's my roll? Oh, it's over here. Let's see. Who is going to be? Oh God. Wit is okay. And 7. Okay.
Well,
Does it work? Oh, yeah. Nope, it's not. What's happening? It's too many.
Looks like you got one success.
Okay. Um, is this a message from the powers that be? Is this a message from the prince?
Okay, which
That would be
question
my
are you asking? Is this the message from the powers that be, or is this a message from the prince?
The prince being the powers that be in this city. Well, one of the powers that be. But it is a message from the prince.
Okay. So to the question, is it a message from the prince? The answer is no.
It's a mystery. So which condition would I draw from that? I see
Obsessed.
Sage. Okay. Yeah. That's the one that makes the most sense. I see it going either way, but obsessed really appeals to me. Yes. Absolutely.
All right.
Now I need to know. Okay. I take the card. I walk over to the garbage can and I tear it in half. And then I drop it into the garbage can. And I go to another deck and I find an Ace of Swords that I like. I draw my deck until I find an Ace of Swords that I like, and then I put it into my personal deck again. And
as you put, or as you select the Ace of Swords and you go to put it in your personal deck, you notice that the Ace of Swords that you just ripped up, that card is still in your deck.
okay.
Spooky.
I mean, it's ripped up in the trash. You can look and see that there. But the card wasn't from your deck. It's just identical to the one in your deck.
Very well. I set the other one aside and I pick up my deck, and I have a black silk handkerchief that I use, and I sort of wrap it very snugly in the handkerchief, and I stick it into a jacket pocket, and I head downstairs.
Okay. Victor. You wake up the following morning or following evening, having, I believe, gone back to Kimberly's apartment, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, I'm pretty sure that's what was decided.
There is a knock on the room that you're in.
Does the door have a peephole on it?
No.
I am going to, Victor's going to slowly walk up to the door and just open it just a crack. See who's out.
It appears to be one of the security guards that you saw during the early morning hours when you first arrived. He's wearing a very dark black suit, crisp white shirt and tie. He's got the nifty earpiece and looks like he's packing weaponry underneath his suit. And he clears his throat. I'm sorry, sir. There are a couple of individuals here that are looking to speak with you. They appear to want to take you somewhere. I'm told that I was to allow that to happen. So if you could please collect your things, and I'll take you to the car.
Who did you get names? Who's coming? Who's wanting me over by them?
They appear to be ex-Novium employees, sir.
Yeah, all right. And give me just give me a moment to get all my shit together.
Yes,
And
of course,
he's
of course.
He's gonna close the door, get all of his stuff, and just kind of head out the door with the security guard.
Okay. He leads you downstairs. It's 35 floors, I believe.
Damn.
Obviously, you're taking the elevator, but